I didn't hear the words, "You've lost your sight." What I heard was, "Your life is over." I was in total and utter denial.
And I lost all hope. It was like the worst thing that had ever happened to me.
I came straight to Blind Veterans UK from Headley Court following my accident. I was referred there by the doctors, and it's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to me.
Blind Veterans UK provides vision-impaired ex-servicemen and women with the tailored services and lifelong support that they need to discover life after sight loss.
The vision of Blind Veterans UK is very straightforward, and that is that no one who has served our country should battle blindness alone.
The organisation was established in 1915 as St Dunstan's by Sir Arthur Pearson. He suffered from glaucoma and wanted to help soldiers blinded in the First World War to lead independent lives.
In a sense, we do today what we did when we started in 1915, and that is to help our veterans who are blinded or suffer from serious sight loss to live as independent and fulfilling lives as they possibly can.
Our veterans range from ex-servicemen and women suffering from age-related sight loss to those injured in active service.
I went through the doors of the centre to reception, and the first thing that I picked up on was warmth, friendliness, and a sense of well-being. The staff were great, they were very understanding. For the first time, somebody came up to me and introduced themselves as a name and told me what was going to happen. And all of a sudden, you get this impression that somebody cares.
I went into the lounge, I heard all this laughter and chatter, and I was told, well, there are people there missing both their eyes and their legs. And I thought, well, what have they got to be so cheerful about? That was when, for me, the light began to shine at the end of the tunnel.
We have 3 centres of excellence in Brighton, Llandudno and Sheffield, where we offer free independent living support and help veterans relearn vital life skills.
I'm looking forward to going home and putting all these bits and pieces into operation and see how much easier my life is going to be now.
Mobility training means our veterans can be independent once again.
The first time I went out on my own, literally just on my own with my white cane, that was a massive day.
That first week was an eye-opener. By the end of it, it was fantastic because I came home with such a positive attitude.
We also support veterans in the community.
Every year we get a visit from our welfare officer who makes sure that we have everything we need and help is always there.
We are there for ex-servicemen and women and their families, supporting them with whatever they need to discover life beyond sight loss.
It's having that backup, having that umbrella, giving me the confidence to step out, knowing that if I was to fall, there's someone there to pick me up, push me off, maybe give me a kick up the backside and set me on my way again.
I think the big thing is that help is there for life. And you know full well that if there's anything you need, you've just got to ring up and ask.
That's why they're such a good organisation, is that we know that there's somebody that can advise us.
The work of Blind Veterans UK is transformational, changing the lives of our veterans and their families forever.
I think sight loss is probably the scariest thing that any of us can imagine happening. And to know that there's an organisation out there that can do so much to help is just, it's beyond belief.
It's absolutely fantastic. I would have been lost without Blind Veterans UK, absolutely lost.
Blind Veterans UK saved my life because if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be today.
I went back full of hope, and I carried that hope with me, and it shone 1,000 times. I couldn't wait to see my family. And my wife threw her arms around me, and the kids are there with her. And she turned around to them, she said to them, "Kids, the old Billy's back."